Getting down to that warning out this afternoon from the CDC to avoid getting that nasty intestinal illness we've been talking about for weeks.
Yeah, so the CDC's advice here, they say don't eat lettuce from Taco Bell. Samantha Johnson is here now. And Sam, for a while, they haven't been able to pinpoint where this is coming from. What's the source? How can we stop it? And now they know a little more info.
A little more. Yeah, the investigation continues here. We do know Indiana is now up to 327 confirmed cases. That's a lot more than just a week ago. The CDC says cyclosporiasis is now linked to shredded iceberg lettuce at Taco Bell locations in at least 5 states, including right here at home. A quick Google search will tell you Taco Bell offers more than 50 menu items with lettuce, which is now at the center of the cyclosporiasis outbreak. Data from the CDC shows they interviewed more than 1,600 people who tested positive.
And a common source, Taco Bell, came up.
Dr. Thomas Dazinski is an epidemiologist and professor at IU Indianapolis. He says this is really just the beginning of the traceback investigation now underway.
So it might not be the actual lettuce itself. It might be the water that was used to irrigate the field.
The infected shredded iceberg lettuce traces back so far to Taylor Farms. At least 34 states now investigating reported cases with a hotbed in the Midwest. Indiana, Michigan, Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia asked to skip the lettuce on your next Crunchwrap Supreme.
You know, the explosive diarrhea part is probably the biggest telltale sign. I mean, we all experience different aches and pains, but sometimes we don't go to the doctor. But if this is persistent and ongoing and abnormal, it's time to call the doctor.
On Friday, a national food poisoning law firm filed the first known complaint against Taco Bell and Taylor Farms on behalf of United States Army veteran David Ott from Ohio. According to the lawsuit, he was in the hospital for 2 days. His attorneys saying, quote, David Ott gave 27 years of his life to this country. He should not have had to spend his summer vacation in a hospital bed because a lettuce supplier and a national restaurant chain failed to keep a parasite out of the food they sold him. Okay, so I asked our epidemiologist you heard from there, I said, well, we got to eat. So what's your advice here?
Right.
We're eating at a restaurant. He says, really, no matter where you are right now, maybe just skip the lettuce.
Okay.
Skip on the salad for now. We give you permission. He says, if you're buying lettuce at the store, it's best to buy it in the full head, peel away the outside layers, and then wash the inner layers in running water. He says that should do the trick. That should be really all you need. I feel like everyone, though, is just avoiding it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
If you can, yeah. That sounds so
waiting a
counterintuitive.
little bit. Well, it's so concerning because
right
you don't experience the symptoms until weeks later.
And it's too late at that point.
Yeah.
So much more to come, though, and they're still investigating if there are other foods that are linked to this as well.
At least they know more info. We've been waiting for more info.
Right. Yeah,
All right.
progress. All right. Thanks,
Sam.
Sam.